Welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's your boy Citizen QWADJO. If this is the first time you are seeing this face on your screens, kindly subscribe, like, share, comment as well, because you know your comments are always welcome on this channel. Look, I've always said that Africa is not poor. It is we those managing the affairs of our various countries. We are the people who are not being able to manage it, and that's why we have been always considered as poor. But Africa is never poor. The land is not poor. You know, on this channel, we only talk about developmental issues, issues that are of national interest, issues that are of continental interest, things that are going to develop our various countries and then, as a whole, our continent. Those are the things that we talk about on this channel. I think this Tuesday, I read or I saw in the news that African heads of states are meeting in France to have a dialogue concerning development in Africa. African heads of states have been invited by the French president Emmanuel Macron to have a dialogue with African heads of states concerning how to develop Africa. And you know, I'm sad and it's just funny. You know, when I saw the news, I asked myself, when will Africa develop? When will African leaders see the need that we need to come together and do our own thing rather than over-dependence on, you know, Europe, America, Asia, and all that? Maybe you don't see the seriousness in this. If African leaders have been invited by just one person, and I saw them, you know, taking pictures with him and all that. And as I said, when I saw it, I was sad. And I started asking myself, so when will African leaders see the need for them to plan a summit like this, come together, have a sustainable development goal for the continent Africa, and not sitting down waiting for someone, for an individual to invite them, and then they run helter-skelter to that country to meet that individual. And that is when you go and then dialogue and then see the way forward in Africa. Look, it hurts so much. It really hurts. Because I just do not get it. That till date, African leaders will sit and wait for the French president to invite them to his country to have a dialogue with them before they will see the need. You know, it's just like, what is really wrong with African leaders? So can't we come together as a continent and plan something for ourselves rather than waiting for someone to call us before we will go and then have chat with the person? And one funny thing and most painful thing is, these same people are the people that who are going to give us loans, and they are going to determine how we should use those loans. These are the same people you go and have meetings with them, and then when you come back, they are telling you what you have to do in your own continent. They are the same people. France's dependence on their colonies, the Congos and Togo and the rest, Mali and the rest. Even look at their team that won the World Cup in 2018. Most of them are Africans. The core team are all Africans. So they are dependent on Africa. So why then do these people call us and then we are in a hurry going there, as if we what is really wrong with Africa? When I saw it, I just told myself, we will develop, but it is going to take a very long time. Development in Africa is a tall mountain to climb. Yes, development in Africa. It is going to take us decades for us to change this mentality that unless these Europeans call us to come together to have a dialogue before we'll be able to develop. It hurts me so much that if African leaders can't sit together in Africa, what hurts me so much is that this is not even in Africa. They are not even having the meeting or the dialogue in Africa. They've moved all the way from their various countries to France. So when will African leaders see the need for them to come together and plan something? A giant of Africa like Nigeria, the gateway to Africa like Ghana. Look at what Rwanda is doing. And other African countries are doing so well. So do you think we can't come together and plan something for ourselves as a continent? And we leave our various countries, move to Europe, not just Europe, one country, just France, to go and have a meeting, and then we'll come back again. And these are the same people who are going to tell us that you don't have to employ people, the employment in your country, they are going to determine how you are going to use the little money they are going to give you. They are going to determine how you are going to use it. The money they gain from your own continent, they are the same. These are the people who are going to determine how you should use that money. We go there, we come back, and we are so happy that we've been able to acquire a loan. And you see presidents hitting their chest, saying that we've been able. I saw it. The Ghana president, I saw it on his Facebook wall. Ghana have been able to acquire, I think he said 81 million pounds or something like that, to establish a bank in Ghana. Are we okay as a continent? Are we okay as a continent? I'm not talking of only one country. I'm talking of the continent as a whole. Are we really serious as a continent? Till when will Africa develop? Till when will this mindset that we can't do it develop? Till when will this thinking that we are not capable of managing our own affairs change from our minds? When the youth of Africa sees these things, you know what comes in mind? We see that we don't have a future anymore. When African youth see these things going on, there's only one thing ringing in our minds: we don't have future. We just do not have a future any longer. So the money or the time you are spending in France, can't you come together as a whole, as a continent, and plan that, look, this is our continent. These foreigners have taken our lands and have taken control of everything that we have for long. Now it is time for us to come together and plan and stop this individualistic way of ruling in our various countries. How can, Europe have just one currency? They have a borderless system. And we that are going to borrow from them, we don't want to do what they are doing. If these people have been able to come together to do this, why shouldn't we be able to do this? Why can't we have a common goal that this is the way we want to rule our continent? This is where we want to focus our resources. This is what we want to do. This is where we want to see ourselves in the next decade, in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 decades. Why can't we do it? Why can't African leaders come together and do this? And then we wait and then get the invite from the French president or any other European president, and then we run to them. And it hurts me so much, as if all that we know we have to acquire from them is just a loan. So they go and then they come back and they tell us we've been able to acquire this amount of loan. And not that it is a free loan. We are going to pay. African leaders, please give the youth some hope. Let us see that we have a future. We have hope in the next generation. Because this way, or this kind of, I just don't get it. This system that you people are following, look, it is not going to help the ordinary African citizen like myself. Please come together, rather plan something for the continent. Instead of you to wait, try something new. Come together as a continent. Plan for the next generation. Plan for the 2, 3, 4, 5 generations that are going to come when you are no longer there. And that's when you know that you people were generational thinkers. You people stood and fought for generations that were unborn. And that is where we are going to salute you. Wherever we go, we are going to mention your name. Please set a path that we are also going to be able to emulate. Because if you people are doing this, how do you expect us to emulate you? Let's be generational thinkers as leaders. Please.